What I have to say this week is a little embarrassing, but I'm doing it anyway. Shalom, my friends. Yes, I just got back from a week of vacation in my hometown of Philadelphia, where my daughter now lives and my brother still lives. I had an early flight back to Indiana, and as anyone who knows me can attest, early morning is not my favorite time of day. Evidently, I'm not the only one. Now, truth be told, the airline I flew was part of the problem I'm about to describe. You know how planes board by zone number? Well, on this particular airline, you have to pay extra to bring a carry-on bag. And I later learned that every single passenger who does so is assigned Zone 1. In this case, it was almost everyone on the flight, so when the gate attendant announced that Zone 1 could board, there was chaos. People had formed various lines in different locations, and everyone was certain that their group should be the first group to board. And by the way, I should point out that the reason this is a big deal is that it was not a big plane, and the overhead compartments fill up quickly. So to have space for your carry-on bag, the earlier you board, the better. I ended up standing next to a guy who said to me, "You know, you're not in line, get behind me." Not being in the best mood, there was a definite edge to my voice as I said, "I certainly am in line. I've been behind these people for 15 minutes and you're standing next to the line. You're not in it." We argued back and forth for a few minutes and then turned away from each other, having settled nothing, and both of us muttering under our breath how wrong the other guy was. I know I was steaming, and I'm certain he was too. And that, my friends, is why I said the story is embarrassing. I didn't practice love your neighbor as yourself. I behaved in a way that fell short of how I tried to comport myself. As I stood there stewing, I realized what I had to do. I turned to the other man and said, "Hey brother, I'm sorry." That was it. No explanations, no trying to make my point more calmly, just two words. "I'm sorry." And what a reaction I got. The man broke into a smile and said, "No worries, it's all good. We're all feeling kind of tense right now." And with that, we engaged in conversation for several minutes as we boarded our flight. My friends, this video is not going to tell you anything you don't already know. But I do hope that it serves as a reminder of the power of the words, "I'm sorry." It's something worth reminding ourselves of periodically, especially in situations like the one I was in, where tensions are running high. No one was having what anyone would describe as their finest hour. I'm still embarrassed that I argued with the man over what really would have been an insignificant difference. We were going to board at virtually the same time. It was pretty much a question of which one of us would be ahead of the other in line. Who cares? But I didn't like how I made myself feel. Acknowledging that to the other was just the right medicine for at least some of what was ailing me at that early hour. And so I decided that just as I had to remind myself of the power of a sincere apology, I would devote a video to it. Have you ever been in a situation when an apology changed the nature of an interaction for the better?
No. No.
Let me know in the comments box. Did you find this video worthy of consideration? Show it some love and give it a thumbs up. That will help put it in front of more viewers. And if you have not yet subscribed to the Rabbi Study, you don't even have to say you're sorry. As long as you're logged into YouTube, subscribe by clicking on my face right over here and ring the notification bell. Or watch our last video, an especially good one by the way, by clicking on its icon right over there. As ever, until next time, Shabbat Shalom.